Today we're going to make a small pulley wheel for a small belt drive on the CNC mini lathe. So to start any job on a CNC lathe, you need to reference the carriage and the tool to its home position. That's simply done in Mach3 by pressing the machine coordinate home, which is these. And it is now zeroed and homed. So the next thing we're going to do is go into the wizards, and we're going to pick a wizard for lathe turning, going to run, and these are the different lathe wizards in Mach3. You can also do this in Fusion 360. So the first operation we want to do is a facing operation. So it's this one. So what I'm going to do it now, first of all, this is the plunge rate. This is the speed in millimeters per minute that the tool is going to go into the material that way, or traversing the X. That speed is fine. Now, you can do this two ways. You can either say, if you want to start off at 0 and then give the outer dimension here, the tool would start in the middle and machine outwards, but we require it to start on the outside and machine inwards, which is, I think, preferable. So we're going to say here, highlight it so it's grey. So we're going to put the figure of 8.5 millimeters and press enter, otherwise Mach3 won't take it. Oh, there's another measurement we've got to take. How far we're going to go? Let's have a look. 8 millimeters. Let me say, okay. So Z start or Z start, whichever way you want to say it. That's actually pretty fair. I'm starting a 1/4 millimeter off the material. 7.5. I'm going to change this to minus 8.0. Enter. 1 millimeter is equivalent to about 40 thou. It's actually 39.9, I believe. Z clearance, 1 millimeter clearance, that's 40 thou clearance. Plunge feed, that's 4 inches per minute for a rough-in, that's fine. 0.3 millimeter, that's probably okay as well. This is set up from a job that I did. Finishing cut, 2 inches per minute, and that's all okay. So I am going to save settings and post the code, and there it is there. Looks fine to me. It's quite a few cuts, but it's going to be fine. So we'll exit this window, and the code is in. Okay, so I'm just going to fetch it off to a safe distance. Okay, that looks okay to me. We'll start the lathe out and we'll run the code. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fetch the tool up so it just touches the material there, and we'll set the new Z. I'll just fetch this out a little bit. I just want to scratch this. Okay, it's just touching, so I'm going to set the new Z. Okay, so that's the measurement of the piece of material. So I think that's what's that, 1903. So we're going to go back into the wizards. Pick a wizard, turn in wizard, and back into this one. So this time we're going to say plunge rate is that I'm fine with that. Start. So this time the start is going to be, I'm going to say 19.3. Actually, I could say 0.5 actually. So I'm going to say 0.5. Gives me a little bit of clearance off the material. And enter. How deep am I going to go? 5.5 millimeters. So again, I'll start 1/4 millimeter away from the material, but this time we're going to go minus 5 point, I'm going to go to 5.6 millimeters. 1 millimeter clearance, fine. That's fine. That's fine. Very happy with those settings. And that's okay. So we're going to save settings and post the code. And then come out of this screen, exit this screen, and it should be there, ready, waiting for us. So let's go into the run screen, auto run screen, and we'll run this code. Okay, that was very successful, so we're going to go in, pick another wizard. So the next one we're going to choose is an OD turn. Okay, OD turn. Not too much different, this. Okay, so what we need to do is change this to see, that needs to be 7.5 millimeter, because I want a 15 millimeter boss, which is around about 9/16. Enter. Start as 30. So we need to start at, oh, what did I say that was? Let's measure that again. 19 millimeters. Gives me a little bit of clearance there. So in other words, I'm going to start further off the material and go in. Well, actually, it's going to start in here and sort of take a few cuts before it sort of. So we're going to be doing, I think, 2 air cuts, something like that. because there's a bit of a step in the material here that we just machined out. Because this is, let me see, this is that ½ millimeter off in mid, that will be fine. -80, oh that's a long way. So we're going to go, let me see, -10. So it's -10 millimeters. Enter. Creates 1 millimeter. That's fine. This is fine for the. Yeah, that's fine. That's too deep. I think I was machining some plastic when I did this code last. So this needs to be, I think, 0.25, I think. I think that's more than enough, because this is only a little machine, you know. 25 millimeters for finishing. I'm going to take that down. You know, that's okay. I'm going to go okay with that, and that's obviously proved to be fine. 3 millimeter radius, I think. No, I want a 2 millimeter radius there. 2 millimeter radius will be just fine enough, I think. And postcode. Ooh. That looks pretty much what I want. That looks just fine. Save settings. I always save settings, just habit, I suppose. Exit out of here. So to zoom into this, you right click, then scroll with your scroll wheel, and that will fetch you right in. There's a little job we have to do here, so we come out of this one, go into manual mode, because we've got to reset the Z. So we're going to come up and touch off the material. Okay, so zero that, everything's just hunky-dory and right. So we'll take the tool away to a safe distance. I think I can take you off the screen now. Okay, let's see what this cut does. I'll just take that off a little bit further. There we go. Back a little touch. So let's have a go at this now, see what happens here. So we'll start it up. Now as the diameter is getting a little smaller, I've got to speed the RPM up just a little better. A little faster for it to cut better. Drill this now with a 9mm to fit out a 9mm shaft. There you go. A genuine little CNC machined little pulley wheel for a mate of mine down the road that couldn't buy this part. So there it is, made. All I've got to do now is drill a hole through there, thread it and put a grub screw in, and he'll be up and running again. CNC mini converted CNC lathe. It's originally a Harbor Freight or Sieg 7x14 with a 7.16. I think it's a 7x20 actually. It's bigger than I first thought. I think they sent me quite a larger one. It's got a, let me see, it's a 500 watt motor in DC, 500 watt brushless motor in it. Beautiful thing. Look at that. And of course I've made, let me see, I think about 14 or 15 videos. They're in a, I put them in a block for you to see so you don't have to go searching around for them. They're on my YouTube web page then, but halfway down you scroll through some of them and you'll come across it. And also I made a little X2 full conversion to CNC. In fact, that's the next machine we're going to be using. Ooh, okay. In fact, that's the next machine that we're going to be using. So I hope you've enjoyed the video today. A little bit bright, isn't it? That's a little better. I hope you've enjoyed the video today on putting together some I'm putting together some wizards in Mach3, or writing some wizards, and you even saw me with a crash. That's something I don't like doing. I rarely do it, but hey, it happens to us all. You know, there's no going past it. You're going to bust tools, whatever you do, and you're going to have little mishaps, but just got to be ready to get on the dead man switch quick. And because I wasn't expecting that, and it just happened. Boom, there it was. And that's how these things happen too. So anyway, thank you for calling in and watching the video. Please press like and subscribe to my channel, and there's also an opportunity for you, if you would like to, become a patron. The information would be below this video, above the comments section, and also at the end of the video in the comments. And I think somewhere along the video I'll put, you know, the address where to get to. And don't forget to subscribe. That's a big help. And I hope, you know, you're not all going stir crazy being sat at home watching me on the tube. So I'll probably have another video up for you by the weekend. So thank you for joining me. Bye for now.